Hey everybody, this is Alex Merced from alexmerced.com, and I want to talk about prices and price gouging. I thought I'd start off my story with sort of a classic joke. Now what happens is a businessman gets thrown in jail with two other businessmen. The three businessmen get around to knowing each other. Now what happens is that they go to the first businessman, they go, why are you in here for? He goes, well, I charged higher prices than everybody else, so I got thrown in jail for price gouging. So they go to the second businessman and they say, why are you in jail? He goes, well, I charge less than everybody else, so I got thrown in jail for undercutting. And they go to the third businessman. They're like, why are you in jail? I charge the same price as everybody else, so they threw me in jail for price fixing and collusion. Now the point of that joke is to show that people can have moral outrage regardless of what a price is. Bottom line is, if a price is not something that people feel happy with, they will throw moral outrage. But at the end of the day, what matters is how we allocate resources, and that resources get to a better place more often than not. Again, there's no perfect way to allocate resources, but we've seen over history that markets do a decent job through the price mechanism. As prices go up and down, it helps signal where do we need more stuff versus where we need less stuff. Okay, because if I'm an entrepreneur, a producer, I always want to produce where I can sort of make the most. So wherever higher prices exist attracts my attention. And where are goods most needed? Then in the middle of a crisis, such as what's going on currently in Houston with Hurricane Harvey, now Tropical Storm Harvey. Now, basically this all begins when basically you have a disaster like Hurricane Harvey, and then people come in and they charge for goods a lot higher price than they normally would charge. And this upsets people because they're like, well, that's not fair. Why are you taking advantage of the situation? Okay, now if you only focus on those 20, let's say 20 bottles of water that someone came and brought and charged $20 for that they may have had before, then it may look morally outrageous. But think about what happens afterwards. If that person is able to successfully sell bottles at $20, then what would happen is other people would be like, oh, I can sell bottles of water for $20. Then people will sit there and think, so let's say people from 2 states away would be like, you know what, if I factor in the cost of like $1 per bottle of water, the gas that would take me to bring the water over there, and the time of mine that would take the bottle of water there, selling it at $20 a bottle suddenly makes a lot more sense. And you start bringing in all this new supply that otherwise would not exist to a place that needs those resources. And here's the best catch. When this flood of people come to try to sell bottles of water at $20 a bottle, they're going to realize a lot of other people got the same idea. And there's going to be a lot of competition that'll drive the prices back down. But now you have lots of bottles of water available for everyone. While if you prevented that person from ever selling those initial bottles at $20 an hour, so that initial person does succeed. They make a huge profit, but that huge profit signals to others to flood the market with supply, which brings the prices back down. That's what we hope happens. But what typically happens is that people punish people for even charging the price, and they don't successfully sell those $20 an hour. That signal never gets sent out. That extra supply never comes along. So then the situation is just made worse. People feel morally better. They're like, well, it's good. He didn't get to take advantage of the situation. But that's very little consolation to the people who needed more water when there isn't enough water, or who needed more other resources when there wasn't enough resources. Yes, it can be difficult to see people profit in a situation like that, but that profit is a signal. That profit is actually ends up being a signal for those extra resources. It's a good thing. Bottom line is, learn economics. So if you want to learn more about economics, go to learneconomicsnow.com. My name is Alex Merced from alexmerced.com. My heart goes out to all the people in Houston. I am hoping that that everything goes well in this tough time, and that the resources that you need to push forward arrive, and that the signal so that way those resources can be available are shown, so those resources can be available to you. My name is Alex Merced from alexmerced.com. Have a great day and enjoy.